Every day, millions of people over 60 open a small silver can and believe they are making a smart, heart-healthy choice. Sardines are known for their omega-3, calcium, and protein. Doctors often say fish oil is good for the heart and brain, so it feels safe. But the truth is, it is not the sardines that harm you. It is how you eat them that quietly exhaust your body. After 60, your heart pumps slower, your kidneys filter less, and your body reacts differently to salt and fat. The same meal that once gave you energy can now make you tired or swollen if eaten the wrong way. In today's video, after 60, stop eating sardines this way. 3 hidden dangers no one talks about. I will show you the 3 silent mistakes that most people never notice. You do not need to stop eating sardines. You only need to change how you do it. If you or someone you love eats sardines often, watch this video until the end. At the end, I will show you a safer way to enjoy them with less salt, better sleep, and a lighter heart. One small 10-second rinse can make all the difference. Meet George, 68, a kind man from the coast who loves his simple lunch. Every noon, he opens a can of sardines, lays them on a piece of bread, and feels proud of his healthy habit. Fish is good for the heart, he often says. For years, he felt fine. But in recent months, something changed. His face looked puffy in the mirror, his legs felt heavy, and he woke up twice each night. At his regular checkup, the doctor noticed his blood pressure was higher and his sodium levels were above normal. George was confused. "But I don't eat salty food," he said. The doctor smiled gently, turned the can around, and pointed to the label. 420 milligrams of sodium per serving. George stared at it in disbelief. "That's almost a fifth of what I should eat for the whole day." The doctor nodded. "It is not the fish that's tiring you, George. It is the way it's packed and how often you eat it." If you enjoy calm, clear explanations like this and want simple steps to stay healthy after 60, subscribe and turn on the bell so we can walk through this journey together. Each week we share stories like George's, with small changes that make life lighter and the heart stronger. From story to lesson, George's discovery was simple but powerful. What he thought was a heart-friendly habit had quietly turned into a small daily strain. And he is not alone. Across America, thousands of older adults are doing the same thing each week, eating canned fish that feels light and healthy, but silently loads the body with extra work. When you understand what is really hiding inside that small can, you will see why your heart sometimes feels tired, your legs feel heavy, or your sleep feels broken for no clear reason. Let's open that can together and look at the 3 hidden dangers no one talks about. Danger 1. The salt trap. High sodium that tires the heart and kidneys. The first danger lives right on the label, but most people never notice it. Sodium. Salt is a quiet companion in every canned food. It keeps the fish firm and the flavor strong. But after 60, the body begins to change how it handles salt. What used to pass through easily now stays longer, pulling water into the tissues and forcing your organs to work harder. Imagine your body as a small town. Your heart is the town's main water pump, and your kidneys are the filters that keep the water clean. Each can of sardines packed in brine pours a little more salty water into the pipes. At first, the pump handles it fine, but as the days go by, the pressure builds. The pipes swell, the filters strain, and the lower parts of town, your legs and ankles, start to flood. That gentle swelling you see in the mirror is not fat or age. It is water your body cannot move fast enough. For many older adults, this happens slowly, without pain. They simply feel heavier at the end of the day, notice their shoes fit tighter, or find that climbing stairs leaves them short of breath. These are early whispers of water retention, the body's way of saying, too much salt is staying inside. A single serving of canned sardines can contain 350 to 500 milligrams of sodium. That sounds small, but if you eat 1 can each day, you are adding more than 3,500 milligrams a week. Nearly 2 teaspoons of pure salt your body did not ask for. Over a month, that becomes almost half a cup of extra salt silently cycling through your bloodstream. Inside the body, sodium acts like a sponge. It attracts and traps water molecules in your cells and blood vessels. The heart has to push against that extra volume with every beat. Over time, the muscle walls thicken, the rhythm stiffens, and fatigue appears even after short walks. The kidneys, designed to flush waste, must now filter a thicker river, which wears them down faster. Think of it like washing clothes with thick, muddy water. The pump works harder, the pipes strain, and the machine heats up. It still runs, but every cycle leaves it weaker. Some seniors think they are safe because they never add table salt. But hidden sodium comes from sauces, bread, cheese, and especially canned foods. A day that feels low salt on the tongue can still overload the body. That is why many people with high blood pressure say, "I don't even use salt," yet their readings keep climbing. The fix is beautifully simple and takes only 10 seconds. Before eating, pour the sardines into a small bowl and rinse them under warm water. Gently swirl for a few seconds and drain. That brief rinse removes up to 1/3 of the surface sodium. If you prefer flavor, add a squeeze of lemon juice or a sprinkle of pepper afterward. The taste stays bright, but the salt load drops sharply. Whenever possible, choose cans labeled "No salt added" or "packed in spring water." They cost almost the same, but spare your body hundreds of unnecessary milligrams each meal. If the label says "in brine," imagine it as "in salt water," and treat it with care. Another small habit helps even more. Drink a glass of warm water about 15 minutes after eating. It tells your kidneys to start flushing. The extra water moves through your system like a gentle river cleaning the pipes. Within a few days, you may notice your rings fit easier, your legs feel lighter, and you sleep without that heavy heartbeat at night. Many older adults write to say this single change, the 10-second rinse, made a surprising difference. They did not expect anything dramatic, but they woke up less puffy, felt steadier climbing stairs, and even noticed clearer skin. It is not magic. It is simply giving the body a lighter job to do. If you have ever watched our earlier video, "Stop Eating Oatmeal Like This Doctor-Approved Fix," you will remember the same lesson. It is not the food itself that hurts you, but the way it is prepared. Oatmeal with sugar becomes a dessert. Sardines with salt become a burden. The principle is identical. Healthy foods only stay healthy when the method is kind to your body. So, when you open your next can, pause for a moment. Look at the label, feel the weight of the habit, and remember George's surprise when he read his own. That moment of awareness is the beginning of healing. You do not need expensive supplements or complicated diets. Sometimes, 10 seconds at the sink is enough to give your heart the quiet it has been asking for. In the next section, we will explore another hidden danger that hides beneath the flavor of the fish itself. Something small, crystal-like, that can slowly irritate your joints and make your steps painful. It is not salt this time, but a natural compound that builds up when the body slows down. Stay with me, because understanding this second danger can help you protect not only your heart, but also every step you take. Danger 2. The purine problem, when tiny crystals begin to hurt your joints. Salt may tire your heart, but another silent enemy hides in that same can, one that can quietly stiffen your joints. Its name is purine. You can't see or taste it, yet it lives inside oily fish like sardines and anchovies. In small amounts, it's harmless, but after 60, when the body filters slow down, too much purine turns into tiny crystals that feel like sand inside your joints. Imagine these crystals like invisible grains of glass floating in your blood. When your kidneys can't clear them fast enough, they settle in soft joints, toes, knees, fingers. At first, it's just stiffness in the morning, a dull ache when walking. But over time, that sand becomes needles that press with every step. That's how gout begins, slowly, through food that once felt healthy. Younger kidneys flush uric acid easily, but after 60, they filter slower, like old water purifiers that need more time to clean. When purine-rich foods appear daily, the body can't keep up, so waste stays behind. One morning, the big toe swells painfully, and people blame their shoes, not realizing it began weeks earlier, one can at a time. Sardines are rich in purine, around 150 milligrams per can. Eaten daily, it quietly raises uric acid beyond what the kidneys can handle. Think of your body as a garden. Each day you water and clear stones. But if you keep adding sand, the soil hardens and roots can't breathe. That's what happens inside your joints. High uric acid doesn't just hurt your feet. It stiffens fingers, aches the knees, and can even form small kidney stones. These are gentle alarms before stronger pain. Doctors say you don't need to stop eating sardines. You need rhythm. Eat them 2 or 3 times a week, not every day. Give your kidneys rest to clear waste. There's also a quiet helper, vitamin C, found in lemons and greens. It softens uric acid so your kidneys can flush it out. That's why adding lemon to sardines is more than flavor. It's cleansing medicine. Rinse sardines in warm water to cut salt, squeeze a bit of lemon, and pair with greens like spinach or lettuce. These add potassium and magnesium, balancing the acid inside your body. After eating, drink a glass of warm water and walk gently for 5 to 10 minutes. It may sound too simple, but motion improves blood flow, and water helps waste move. Together, they turn buildup into flow. Within weeks, older adults notice less stiffness, lighter steps, and better sleep. Health isn't perfection, it's rhythm. The body loves patterns: eating and cleansing, motion and rest. Sardines daily break that rhythm, but spacing them restores it. Many doctors now call gout the salt disease of the joints. It's not caused by bad food, but by too much of a good one. If you've ever felt that sting in your toe, imagine microscopic crystals pressing under a hinge. Each move grinds a little more, swelling appears, but those crystals can dissolve again with less purine and more water. Here's a simple plan. Monday, sardines with lemon and greens. Wednesday, rest day, eggs or tofu instead. Friday, sardines again, rinsed and light. Between these days, hydrate and move. Waste flows, and the body feels lighter. Eleanor, 71, loved sardines nightly with crackers. Her knees ached. Her doctor said gout. Instead of medicine, she limited sardines to twice a week and added lemon. In a month, the pain nearly vanished. I didn't stop eating what I love, she said. I just respected my body's pace. That truth fits everyone over 60. You don't need strict diets, only rhythm and awareness. Your body still works beautifully. It just speaks softly now. Listen to it. So next time you open a can, remember, what you can't see, your joints can feel. Give them rest. Add lemon for cleansing, greens for balance, water for flow, and motion for relief. Your feet, knees, and hands will thank you in silence. In the next part, we'll uncover the final hidden danger, the oil inside the can. Not salt or purine, but oxidation, the invisible fire that inflames the body from within. Stay with me, because this next discovery shows how even healthy fat can turn harmful when left too long. Danger 3. The oil that turns toxic. Silent inflammation you never notice. Salt strains the heart, purine stiffens the joints. But this third danger hides deeper, in the oil around the fish. Many brands use cheap vegetable oils or keep cans stored for years before they reach your plate. What begins as healthy omega-3 turns into something that irritates the body. Silent inflammation that grows quietly day after day. Fresh oil is like clean water running through a pipe. It carries nutrients and protects the heart. But when exposed to air, light, or heat for too long, it breaks down. Molecules twist, oxidize, and lose their natural shape. It becomes rancid oil, like dirty water scratching the inside of a pipe. It still looks fine, but inside it damages your system. Each time you eat sardines in poor quality oil, that damaged fat enters your blood. Instead of protecting arteries, it slowly corrodes them. The result is fatigue, brain fog, or dull body aches that have no clear reason. You don't see it, but you feel it as heaviness. This silent inflammation doesn't hurt at first. It simply drains energy, slows recovery, and keeps the body slightly inflamed all the time. The liver, your natural filter, must handle every drop of fat. Imagine a sponge washing greasy dishes every day. One day it clogs and stops absorbing. That's when cholesterol rises and digestion weakens. Many seniors feel uneasy after eating canned sardines and blame salt or smell. But the real culprit is often old oil. Once air reaches the can, oxidation begins. Even olive oil can spoil if stored too long. The fix is simple. Choose sardines packed in spring water or real, extra virgin olive oil. When you open the can, pour out the oil instead of spreading it on bread. Give the fish a quick rinse under warm water, then drizzle a few drops of fresh olive oil if you like the taste. You're replacing stale water in the pipe with clean flow again. Never store open sardines overnight. Once exposed to air, the oil changes within hours. If you must save leftovers, remove the fish, place them in a glass container, and cover with new olive oil. Always eat them fresh. The body thrives on freshness. Inside your body, think of blood vessels as small rivers. Healthy oil flows like a clear current, delivering energy to every cell. Old oil behaves like sticky sludge, leaving residue on the riverbanks. Those residues are free radicals, unstable molecules that scrape your vessel walls. The immune system sends repair cells, but when this happens daily, the alarm never shuts off. That's chronic inflammation. Over time, it raises the risk of heart disease, arthritis, and memory loss. It's not dramatic, just small fatigue, dull pain, less clarity. But once you stop feeding the body damaged oil and give it clean fat, healing begins quickly. Circulation improves, energy returns, sleep deepens, and the skin glows again. If you've watched our video, Stop Eating Oatmeal Like This, Doctor-Approved Fix, you'll remember the same lesson. The food isn't bad, the method is. Instant oats lose their fiber and harm the heart. Sardines in cheap oil lose their healing power and cause inflammation. It's never the fish, it's the environment. To spot bad oil, use your senses. Fresh sardines smell clean and ocean-like. Rancid oil smells metallic or stale, like nuts left too long in the cupboard. Good oil looks golden or light yellow. Dark or cloudy oil signals oxidation. Always check the expiration date. The closer to production, the better. Choose smaller brands with clear sourcing or sardines packed in glass jars when possible. To restore balance, support your body with antioxidants, turmeric, ginger, berries, or green tea. They act like gentle firefighters, calming the irritation caused by bad fats. Drink warm water regularly. It helps cleanse the system. Soon, digestion feels smoother, the mind clearer, and that post-meal heaviness fades. Your body thanks you with lightness and steady energy. Now that you know how the wrong oil can quietly inflame the body, stay with me. Because right after this comes the most important part, the doctor's fix. In it, you'll learn how to enjoy sardines safely, in simple steps anyone can do at home. No strict diets, just small smart habits to keep your heart, joints, and energy strong. Why these small changes work? The human body after 60 is not broken. It is simply slower, quieter, and more sensitive to what we give it. Think of your body as a house that has sheltered you for many years. The walls are still strong, the rooms are still bright, but the systems inside, the pipes, the pump, the hinges, need gentler care. That is how the body works too. Your heart is like a pump that never takes a day off. Each beat pushes blood through more than 60,000 miles of vessels. When you eat too much salt, that pump faces thicker water. It must push harder to move the same amount. Slowly, the pump tires. When you reduce the salt, the pressure drops, and the pump breathes easier again. Your kidneys are your filters. They clean your internal water supply, removing the extra minerals and toxins that come in every day. But when purine and sodium rise too often, the filters clog with debris. The water stays cloudy. Give them cleaner input, less salt, fewer purines, and they begin to sparkle again, just like filters after a wash. Your joints are the hinges of the house. Inside each hinge is a soft gel that helps the bones glide. When too many uric acid crystals appear, it feels as if sand has slipped inside. Each movement grinds a little, but with more lemon, greens, and hydration, those grains begin to dissolve. The hinges loosen, and motion becomes smooth again. And then there is the oil, the bloodstream's lubricant. Fresh oil keeps the pipe shiny and calm, while bad oil is like dirty water that scratches every surface it touches. When you choose cleaner oil or switch to spring water, It is like flushing out an old system with something pure. The results may not show overnight, but inside, everything starts running more quietly. So when you think about your meals, imagine this. Salt makes the pumps drain. Purine makes the hinges grind. Rancid oil makes the water murky. The solution is simple. Pour in cleaner water, remove the sand, and replace the oil. The machine runs smoothly again. The body does not need perfection. It only asks for gentleness. For decades, you have asked it to carry you through every day, to walk, to lift, to breathe. Now, after 60, it asks for lighter work. With the right rhythm and the right food, it still performs beautifully. It remembers how to heal. It just needs you to stop rushing and start listening. That is the quiet science behind these changes. They are not complicated. They are just logical. The same way you care for anything valuable that has served you well for years. A car, a house, a garden, a body, all thrive when maintained with respect and patience. Doctor's Safe Fix: how to eat sardines the right way. Now that you understand why salt, purine, and bad oil create silent stress, let's turn that knowledge into action. You don't have to give up sardines. You only need to give your body a version it can handle kindly. Here is the doctor's safe method. Simple, clear, and easy to remember. Step 1. Choose the right can. At the store, look closely at the label. Pick sardines packed in spring water or real extra virgin olive oil. Avoid those that say vegetable oil, soy oil, or tomato sauce. These often hide extra sodium, preservatives, or cheap oils that turn rancid over time. The fish inside may look the same, but the environment they live in is completely different. The right can gives your body clean fuel instead of hidden toxins. Step 2. The 10-second preparation. When you open the can, do not eat straight away. Pour the fish and liquid into a bowl and rinse with warm water for 10 seconds. This removes much of the surface salt and dull oil that coats the fish. Then, add a small squeeze of lemon. The acid brightens the taste and neutralizes some purines. It's the quickest, simplest fix, a tiny moment of care that changes the chemistry of the meal. Step 3. Pair it with balance. Never eat sardines alone with bread or crackers. Combine them with soft greens like spinach or lettuce, or with a side of boiled potatoes or brown rice. These foods act as cushions. They absorb some of the salt and help digestion stay smooth. Avoid pairing sardines with cheese, beer, or wine. Those combinations increase water retention and uric acid, making the body work harder. Greens and whole grains calm it instead, keeping your energy steady and light. Step 4. Timing and gentle movement. Eat sardines at lunch or early dinner, not late at night. Heavy protein before bed forces the kidneys to stay awake when the body should be resting. After the meal, drink a small glass of warm water and take a 5 to 10 minute walk. This wakes your circulation, helps digestion, and tells the body to start clearing the extra salt. Even a slow walk around your kitchen or garden is enough. The goal is not exercise, but gentle flow. Within days, you will notice changes that feel almost too simple to believe. You'll feel lighter after lunch, less bloated in the evening, and more peaceful at night. The swelling in your ankles may lessen, your sleep may deepen, and your morning energy may return. That is how the body responds when we stop fighting it and start cooperating. Many seniors who followed this method wrote to say that even after years of eating sardines, they finally understood what balance feels like. They still enjoy the same meal, but now it leaves them calm, not heavy. It's not a diet. It's a dialogue between you and your body. So as you prepare your next meal, remember these 4 steps. Choose well. Rinse and refresh. Balance with greens. Walk and rest. That small routine turns a can of sardines from a burden into medicine. George's call and what it means. 3 weeks after changing his habit, George called his doctor with a smile in his voice. "I still eat sardines," he said, "but I rinse them for 10 seconds, eat them with greens and lemon, and take a short walk after lunch. I feel lighter now, and I sleep through the night." His doctor laughed gently. "You see, George, you didn't have to stop. You only had to listen." That is the heart of this story. Not giving up, but giving care. Our bodies are not enemies. They are old friends asking for patience. When we respond with understanding instead of routine, healing happens naturally. George's story is not rare. It is the story of many who once thought fatigue was just age, swelling was just normal, or sleeplessness was unavoidable. But once they adjusted their habits, they discovered a simple truth. It wasn't aging that made them tired. It was how they were eating. So if you have ever felt like your meals no longer give you energy, remember George. Remember how small his change was. 10 seconds of rinsing, a squeeze of lemon, a handful of greens. From that moment, his heart worked easier, his legs felt lighter, and his nights grew calmer. And now, I invite you to take this same small step. If you often feel cramps or leg pain at night, your body might be asking for help. After this video, watch 3 bedtime vitamins for stronger legs after 60. It's short, gentle, and full of practical tips that fit easily into your evening routine. Together, these small changes build a circle of care. Morning, noon, and night. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone you love, a friend, a neighbor, a parent, anyone who still believes that eating healthy means eating the same old way. Sometimes, one small piece of information can save years of discomfort. One change at a time, one habit at a time. That is how health returns quietly, kindly, and surely. So next time you open that silver can, smile. You are not just eating fish. You are practicing care. Eat well, live calmly, and remember, after 60, your mornings, your meals, and your life are sacred. Treat them with care.